What up, Ho Biscuits? It's your girl Skitten, back at it again, and Travis, put the Jesus music in. That shit. Y'all, I think it's been like 2 months. Y'all have been DMing me, y'all have been commenting on my videos, y'all have been doing all this shit. Y'all been yelling at me on the fucking Discord, and it's back. This is the return of weekly Twitter advice. Yes, I've been crazy busy with 2 jobs and the wedding and everything, but I was like, my Ho Biscuits have always stood by me, and it's time for me to do right by my children. It's time for me to be a better YouTube mom, okay, and give my kids what they need and deserve. And with all of that said, let's get started with question 1. Met this woman on Black Christian Singles and we clicked. I live in Chris. She lives in Dallas. We made plans and she begged me to move with her. I get here and she's living in the basement of the church, temporarily homeless. Advice. Hey, look, homie, okay, person of interest in this, you are not obligated to live with this woman. Like, just because you went out there doesn't mean you gotta stay there. Like, did you leave your job on good terms? Can you get your job back? Is there like a take backsies option? Did you break a lease? Did you not break a lease? Can you unbreak the lease? Like, just move back home. Fuck that shit. Unless like you really and truly care about this woman, you know? I mean, then y'all got some issues you need to work out, like why she felt the need to be dishonest with you. You know what I mean? And like, y'all need to address that before you actually move in together. But I'm not a fan of moving in together when you don't know the person anyway. So like, congratulations, homie, you played yourself on this one, because yikes. What do you guys think? Do you think like he or she should stay, or like, what do you think? Go? I feel like it's pretty obvious that like he should just dip, but I don't know, maybe I'm just callous. With that said, we're gonna move on to question 2. My boyfriend's mother constantly says slick, disrespectful shit about me. When I got my hair done, first and foremost, like, why you let her do that constantly? Stop letting her do it constantly. It should have been done after the 2nd time. But anyway, when I got my hair done, he said he loved it. She said, looks like a typical welfare hoe to me. Before I knew it, I choked her out. Then he hit me. This escalated so quickly. Wait. What to do? Can't trust him to have my back. Bitch, you can't, you can't trust him to have your back. Bitch, you can't trust him to not whoop your ass. What the fuck? Ma'am, you need to go, because he shouldn't have put your hands on you like that. Dragging you off, that makes sense. Holding you down so you don't whoop his mama's ass, that makes sense. But beating you does not fucking make sense regardless of the fucking situation. Like, I get it, that's his mama, that's his instinct, but like, as a dude, you have to be able to curb your own instincts when it comes to like, when it comes to women, because like, you know, a small woman like me goes up and hits a 350-pound dude, and he reciprocates and hits me. Like, I hit him as hard as I can, right? So he reciprocates and he hits me as hard as he can. That's not equal, because there's not an equal amount of force between those punches, and I'm a lot more hurt than he is. And like, your pride being hurt, whatever, like, that's not equal to like actually physically injuring me. And the same goes with this. Like, also, kudos to you for choking out his mama. Bet you she won't say that shit again, huh? I'm awful. But anyway, yeah, no, that's fucked up. You need to leave. Also, like, y'all should have been talked about the fact that his mom doesn't treat you right. You know what I mean? After the first couple times, you should have talked to him about it, and he should have been like, you know what, like, if this is a serious relationship, right, like if he actually cares about you and you guys have open and honest communication, I'm assuming a lot here, right? But like, it should be one of those things where you talk to him about it and you're like, hey, like your mom has been saying some stuff to me that makes me feel a kind of way, like this is what happened, this is how I feel, you know, I don't want there, like I don't have to be friends with your mom, but I don't want there to be this rift between us, so what can we do to fix it? And then he needs to be like, oh, you know what, baby, I completely understand what you're saying, let's see how we can fix this. And y'all need to be like solution oriented. Y'all should have been already solution oriented to fix this. Like y'all should have been out ahead of this. It should have never come to blows. But also fuck that dude and his mama, so get the fuck out, girl. That's my advice. Leave them both and press charges. I don't know if you can press charges because he'll just say like he's defending his mama. But moving on to pregunta numero 3. Fell in love with a community nigga. He has grand revolutionary ideals and really works hard to help the youth. His only issue is womanizing. He says he loves me and wants to build with me, but 2 women are pregnant by him now. Help. Hey, look, you know, Martin Luther King had a side chick too, you know, like oh God, girl, I get it. He is, you know, he's not a bad boy because he has like good intentions, but like also he wants to revolutionize the world and like he's gonna change things for the better. Girl, let him go change those things on his own. Don't do this to you. Love yourself more, please. That is like my mantra for the year, for this whole series. Love yourself more. I don't know how to say this in a way that's, but like, he's not special. There's a bunch of hood niggas out there who have thought of ways to change the world and improve communities, but like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, if he's slinging his dick everywhere, like, and that's not what you want and that's not what you're okay with, then he's not like a dream, he's not a dreamboat. When there's a deal breaker, the guy stops being good. Like, I just don't understand. His only issue is womanizing. Okay, well, womanizing is a hell of a fucking issue, bitch. It'd be different if you were like, his only issue is that he likes crunchy peanut butter and I don't like crunchy peanut butter. Like, okay, that's something y'all can get over, but you can't get over the fact that he won't stop putting his dick in other people and you're not okay with that. And like, you're not ever gonna be okay with that if that's not, like I said, if that's not what you're into, and like I said, like if that's not what you're into, you're never gonna be okay with that, and trying to make yourself okay with that isn't gonna fucking work. Don't get digmatized. Just leave. Just let him go. All right, and we are getting into it's the final question of this video. The final question of this video, which is going to be question 4. Y'all thought I was about to be screeching and hollering, and I was quiet, y'all. I know how to go down a few decibels, okay? My girl's boss hits on her repeatedly, and she often comes home in tears. When he put his hand inside her blouse, kill him. Chop his hand off, feed it to him, and kill him. I don't think I can say that in a video. Chavez, can you bleep that? Bleep it out? Can that be bleeped? You know, it just goes, woo. Does that make sense? Whatever. He's not gonna do it, but y'all know what I told him to do, so I think that counts as censoring myself. When he put his hand inside her blouse, I told her to file a police report. She did, and he quit after that. Now the managers at her job are making her life hell, and she blames me. Bitch, it's a lawsuit. It's a lawsuit. They are legally not allowed to retaliate after you file a sexual harassment / assault claim. They cannot do that. What you have to understand is that women are often really pressured not to report like their sexual assault, their sexual harassment and stuff like that. And so it feels like you have to live with it. You have to deal with it. And so it feels like when you don't deal with it, like when you don't deal with it and then consequences come, like women, like society makes women like feel bad, like, oh, you ruined this guy's life, like this guy could have been cool, like if not for you, blah blah blah, you know what I mean? Especially if the individual is like well liked / respected. And so it might just feel like it's one of those things where like it went from like this awful horrible situation that she could escape from, right, and then come complain to you about it, to like this awful horrible situation that she can't escape from, because now there's been like actual consequences, and like she can't unget the guy fired or whatever. I'm not saying that like how she's treating you is okay or her blaming you is okay, but it definitely might feel like you pushed her to do something that like she wasn't really sure if she should do or not. And honestly, like my advice is really to just like talk to her about it and just like tell her that like if she can, she needs to go to HR about these managers. Two, these managers doing this is a lawsuit waiting to happen, and even if she doesn't go to HR, like she can have a lawyer draft up a pretty strongly worded letter, I'm pretty sure. And three, honestly, she just needs to understand like it's the dude's own fault that he got fired, not hers. And even if nobody else understands that, she needs to understand that and understand like it's not her fault, it's not your fault, it's literally that dude's fault for being a fucking creep. And I mean, just like be patient with her, give her some time. I'm not gonna immediately jump to any conclusions about her or her character in regards to this. But yeah, that is what I have to say about that. And let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know how you guys are feeling about these situations. These were actually some pretty good questions this time. So with all of that said, peace out, Ho Biscuits. It's Skittin' Lit.